to still win this coming into the mid to late game.
I estimate the probability of winning to be above is 99.17%.
So here we go, game 1. And a pretty exciting matchup here. A matchup with a lot of history, and whether it's tarnished by the fact that No Tail is here or not, I mean, this is one that is, if you see it on the schedule, it's one to watch. So I'm pretty excited to see how it all goes down, who's going to end up taking this one, if anybody's getting revenge here. Let's see. You know, obviously with that last series between them being a 1-1, it's not like anybody lost and is getting revenge. Cuckoo right now sent up towards this top bounty rune, and for the moment it's just Ana up there with no supports as Topson will make his way over towards mid. Saksha, we'll see if he heads top as well, as it looks like it's setting up to be a 2-1-2 for OG, and the same will be said for TNC. Cuckoo looking for a high five. Ana not going to give it, but Tims is here, and Tims does have that fissure. They'll miss the spear, so Ana able to pick up the bounty rune. Meanwhile, over bottom, it'll be a 1-for-1 split here too. So 2 for 2. As the lanes start to flesh out, we'll see how this ultimately ends up going. We should see Jarex get mobile. Maybe not at level 1. Could see it more towards level 2, level 3 in this lane. Seb could start to take over. You get the Iron Shell on Jarex. He moves over towards top. We'll charge up here. You know, you can use the Shadow Word, the Fatal Bonds, and then have Ana go in and potentially get a couple of kills. Same could be said for over mid. If you charge in on Armel at the right moment, I mean, Topson definitely has the tools at his ready to work with a potential charge. But for the moment, Cuckoo will be by himself as Tims will drag the lane all the way under the tier 1 tower. But Cuckoo dealing with a lot of damage that he's just got to eat at the moment. The Shadow Word on him. He's got 4 tangos, a little bit of regen for him. Meanwhile, over mid with Topson as well as Armel, you've got the Salve and another shared tango available for the Storm Spirit, and just 1 shared tango ready here for Topson. So we'll see how aggressive Armel is going to get, if at all. Maybe that's more reliant on whether or not the Earthshaker comes around of Tims and throws a fissure to block in the Invoker, and that looks like what they might be setting up for immediately coming into this one. You've got Topson at under half health, and if they can just find the fissure, if he gets past these stairs and gets fissured, he might just be dead here if he's not too careful. And there's the fissure to start. It won't land, but Topson will be in trouble as he's blocked out from getting to the high ground. A lot of damage coming in, but a tornado hits on both these heroes. He'll Ghost Walk and survive. So they do rotate the Earthshaker immediately coming off that drag of the top lane. And despite all that, I mean, the fissure doesn't land. It does block him from getting to the high ground, but he's able to successfully Ghost Walk. However, he's coming back around. Tims wants to go for this, and Armel will get first blood, so he backs off, and Topson feels like he's okay. You know, he missed the attempt to get first blood. He probably went back to his lane. Unfortunately, they didn't have vision of him coming back around and going for it again. If you don't get it right the first time, try and try again. And, you know, try and try again. Why don't you just keep on coming, Topson? No, Ghost Walk again. Tims was looking for the fissure. Playing very aggressive in this mid lane. Let's take a look over bottom. 7 Mango remaining. Jarex level 2. He's got 1 into the Greater Bash now with that charge, but he doesn't actually have enough mana to charge out just yet. And Seb sitting 12-0 in this bottom lane, trying to creep cut here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That'll leave Gabby at a 19-3. Doing a very good job, 20-3 in this bottom lane. Fatal Bonds is thrown out. Cuckoo taking a lot of damage here. As he is consistently sitting under about half health, but Tim's finally coming back over towards top. They have the ward, they have the vision to see this if he rotates back up towards top, where he's going to be positioning wise, as this creep wave is pushing in, but that leaves Tim's TPing over bottom to get the kill on his Seb. Jerax is under the tower, blocked in by the creeps, and in so much trouble. He'll fall to Tim's as well, so he TPs out, gets the double kill, and for TNC, it's a 3-0 lead. Early on, I mean, their lanes are going really well. They're 1,000 net worth ahead already. But Armel, he'll get charged. That'll bring in the bash. The cold snap coming through from Thompson. This will be the first kill here for OG, and a big one that they very much needed, as Thompson had died early on in this lane, had given up first blood, and finally gets it back, killing off the Storm going up for that power rune top. Cuckoo will take away that vision. Anna sitting here level 4. Well, I'm yet to see Jerax come over top, but now they're going to go here for AU on the Shadow Demon. Gabby turns around, the bash comes in. Seb trying to move forward with the Iron Shell to get this kill into the Shadow Demon. Won't be enough damage. But continuing to just maybe deter the aggression of TNC if they start to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Controlling the top bounty runes. They'll get the top ones. So the Fissure comes in and makes sure that they can secure them. It's 2 for 1 right now, as this bounty rune still exists. But charge coming out over mid onto the Storm Spirit. Cold snaps there. They've got the bash. This might be enough. One more shot, and it will go to Jerax. But the Fissure hits on 2. Tower hitting away at this Spirit Breaker. Unfortunately, there's nobody to follow this up. And Jerax is safe sitting on 150 health. So they rotate over, they get another kill here onto the Storm Spirit, slowing down that progression of a lane that did look good in the early goings. We're finally starting to see Jerax roam around a little bit, and he should be heading towards top, and will be with a charge. They've got the Fatal Bonds preemptively on him. The Spear locks down the Ursa, but now they're coming in. Let's see if he's able to get away from this one. Jerax maybe trying to body block, but getting around and throwing that ulti, but he's got 2 heroes left with him. Cuckoo exits the Coliseum, and Sakshka trying to keep up with Cuckoo as they will finally charge again. Anna continuing under the tier 1 tower, and they'll finally chase all the way in to get this kill. So it started 3-0 for TNC, but since that point has ended up becoming even. And so is the net worth. Gabby's still farming really well here over bottom, and about 7 minutes in. We'll switch it over to the net worth. We'll see how far ahead he is. He's up about 200 gold on the Ursa, so both these 1 positions having a really good time. And again, they want to go after Cuckoo. The charge comes out, will get speared to the nearest tree, so that'll stop the aggression coming in from OG. But Jerax starting to be the nuisance that Spirit Breaker can be, just continuing to charge at his opponents. Meanwhile, Armel and AU trying to clean up a stack, as he has died twice on this Storm Spirit already. Gabby going down as Anna makes the rotation. He's going into that Midas. I was a little bit surprised he had gone for that rotation, but nonetheless it works out and slows down Gabby, who was top of the net worth, and it should be this Ursa taking over. Tornado EMP, Armel out of mana, but no follow-up coming in. Meanwhile, Tim's is heading over towards top. They've got 5 heroes on the top end of this map, with just Jerax around. Deep ward in between the tier 1 and the tier 2 placed by the Warlock. Anna continuing to farm bottom. Again, it's just Jerax top, with so many heroes rotating, and finally back to mid is Armel. See if they eventually go for this Spirit Breaker, and if the rotations will come out from OG. AU showing himself, the creeps will spot him, so Jarek's falling back even deeper into the trees under this tier 1 tower. Gabby also showing over towards top. Nobody here just yet, but walking towards top will be Seb, so we'll see how OG react and if TNC are willing to go in deep for this kill. And they will. They've got the fissure. It will banish him. AU here with Cuckoo as well as Gabby looking to set up something nice. Fatal Bond's placed down. The charge comes out. Hits on 2. Gabby needs to be careful. The Tornado only comes through to hit on the Shadow Demon. With the EMP setting up, they've got the Cold Snap. The TP attempt away from the Shadow Demon. They're unable to stop him from TPing out. The wall's placed down. Cuckoo spears back 1, which, and the fissure hitting on the charging Jerax. So after all is said and done, all the rotations coming out from OG, I mean, nobody goes down. The closest to falling was the Shadow Demon. He got the disruption off to start that whole attempt out, and, well, I mean, nothing really panned out for either side. Tims gets the kill here onto the Warlock. But all that's happening while Thompson is pressuring this tier 1 tower. They end up getting a scan here onto Armel. And Jerax wrapping all the way around him, getting that ulti off with the EMP coming through. They've locked him up enough to get him low on mana as well as the Cold Snap. There's no way out of this one. Ana comes around as well. Here helping is Seb. And they get themselves the kill onto Armel for the 3rd time. Great move there from Jerax. They got that scan out. The word that they had placed previously in between the tier 1 and tier 2 was dewarded, but again, Cold Snap, charge coming through. Cuckoo in trouble with the spear, locking in Ana for quite some time, but the Tornado comes in, hits on 2 with the EMP. They've taken out Cuckoo. They just Eruption to keep AU alive for a little bit longer. The Courier trying to come in and deliver something. Tims against Jerax on the back lines, but not forming into much. Meanwhile, moving forward is Armel. He's got the Vortex. Locking down Thompson, but is it going to be enough damage? The Ghost Walk, and he's just able to walk away from this one. So OG taking no casualties and potentially looking for Gabby. The TP over from Thompson, they'll spot him. Cold Snap coming out of the Ghost Walk, and they will get the kill here onto Gabby. And it's now 8-4 in favor of OG. So OG, I spoke about it in the draft where they were going to have this early to mid-game power spike, and they were able to play this really aggressively, and that's exactly what they're showing us right now. They're up 1,000 net worth. I think they really need to continue snowballing out of control here and put the pressure on the TNC, especially with how much they've really disrupted the Storm. Things are looking pretty good. However, saying that they've disrupted the Storm and the fact that he's died 3 times, his net worth, he's still ahead of Thompson. So charge will be all the way committed on a Cuckoo, but nobody rotating from TNC, nobody following that up for OG. They are pressuring the bottom tier 1, trying to take this tower, and they should be able to do so once the creeps are here, as they've got Force set up to do so. Jerax looking to charge, and this is going to be on a Cuckoo. Oh, but the spear comes in. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not. Maybe just to throw it at those creeps. I don't know if it's going to matter as they throw the ulti out on the Cuckoo. He's taking a lot of damage. The Echo Slam comes out from Tibbs as well as the ball lightning through, but they've got the Chaotic Offering as well as the Fatal Bonds. It's not going to be enough. They lose Thompson, they lose Saksha, and now Seb getting chased down here by Gabby. He'll end up falling. That's going to be 3 dead here for OG. They took out Cuckoo. They're looking for more. They want to get a kill here on Armel. Ana trying to chase him down. He's low on mana, but he has enough to ball lightning behind the tier 1 tower and get out of the hands of Ana on this Ursa. So they get 3 kills, they put it together, the Echo Slam, the Ball Lightning with the Remnant. The damage that was just outputted by Armel there with the rest of his team to really stop OG in their tracks and win that fight by the tier 1 tower. So the aggression not paying off for OG this time. And a lot of gold here to be taken by TNC with these stacks. +1 there for Cuckoo. Uses that ulti to get the kill on the Spirit Breaker, but Gabby needs to be careful. Open wounds. Ana continuing to give chase. Thompson behind him. He has been slowed up. And OG continuing to try and pressure. They want to continue to get tier 1s, take these fights if they feel so inclined, and if they can come out on top, unlike the one that just happened. But they'll go for the tier 1 tower. They've got the fissure as well as the vortex. That's in a lockdown. Thompson will throw the tornado as well as the EMP, but he's in a bad spot. They've got the dust. They'll get the kill. He'll take out the invoker. Cuckoo a little bit low. He's out of mana at the moment as the EMP was right on top of him. But OG are not going to look to try and settle the score here. And TNC play it perfectly again. They get right on top of the invoker. They go with the ball lightning. They've got the vortex and the fissure to lock him down, as well as the dust to keep the vision. But back over mid, they threw that ulti. Gabby will rage and try to escape. Stun from Tim's on the 2. And OG feeling a little out of sorts. But the Ion Shell as well as the Surge. Ana trying to keep up, but now AU's here, and Ana needs to be a little bit careful. The ulti thrown once again. The Demonic Purge on Ana as well as Cuckoo throwing the ulti. He's got the Colosseum down around him. He'll stun him up. Jarrett's on the back lines. They've got the fissure to follow it up, and now the Echo Flame drop down again here on a lot of these OG heroes. Sib, he's trying to run away. Does get the kill on the Tims, but the ball landing over. They're on top of Thompson once again, and they... Can they get the kill? Is he going to be able to make it out of this one? Oh, the disruption keeps him right there. Oh, Thompson! Are you kidding me? How does he get out of that one? 4 heroes around him, and he somehow makes it out. Jax will be the sacrificial lamb for this one. It could have been 2 of them. Don't tell me he charges out of this one. Oh my god, they don't even get Jerax. Bravo! Bravo! And now OG, they want to turn it back on. They ain't flipping that switch off. The Chaotic Offering comes in. Gabby, you're ours. And OG gets the kill. They get Thompson and Jerax out of there. And they will throw the Chaotic Offering down to clean up Gabby. A TP and in Cuckoo. Ana and Thompson are both here. They need to be careful. Cold Snap throwing an illusion as well as the Spirit Vessel. OG, they have not stepped off the gas. I mean, it is gone back and forth. OG have lost a couple of these fights, but they're not giving up. Ana, he might be in trouble. The wall's going to be placed out. They've got the fissure on a 2. Seb locked in for just a moment. They don't get the kill on Ana. It was a 3-man stun at least as the ulti comes in from Jerax a little bit lower as Tim's in a bad spot, but he gets the stun on a Seb as well as Jerax. Now the charge comes out. They'll get the kill here. They'll take out at least 1. OG potentially looking for more. Still that going for a little bit longer. And they are pressuring over towards the tier 2, but they'll chase over towards top for a moment. There's the charge coming out on Gabby, but the spear on Ana as well as Jerax. They'll get the tornado to follow this up. They've got the Spirit Vessel on a Cuckoo. He needs to be careful. Gabby, open wounds. Cuckoo just surviving, getting onto that high ground. Jerax will try and charge out. And won't be able to do so. However, they lose the Warlock. So TNC doing such a good job here of taking on OG's aggression. And they are going to throw some aggression of their own as they've got the Vortex that sets up the spear into the trees, and perfectly done there by TNC. Very well done by TNC to just put that together. And like I said in the draft too, you know, OG wants to put on the aggression, but if TNC can mitigate that aggression and get through this part of the game, they look good. Coming in and maybe securing a victory. It's a close game right now, just about 20 minutes in, and TNC, they've seemed to have done well eating what OG's throwing their way. Let's see how TNC continue to extend this lead up 2,000 net worth. Now they've got the Blink Dagger here on Tim's, who has had some immaculate Echo Slams in these fights, especially multiple times by the Tier 1 tower. However, right now, OG, they're trying to go for Roche. Cuckoo making his way in, ball laning over. They might be able to get the kill. Chaotic offering Sun for a moment, maybe? No, they get the Echo Slam off. They kill off Ana. They'll take out Saksha, who never gets this Chaotic offering off. He looked for a moment that he was going to throw it. They'll get the kill here on Tim's as the Fatal Bonds as well as the Vacuum Wall is doing a lot of damage. They'll take out Tim's and AU. They'll look for Cuckoo. At the same time, Armel and Gabby need to get out of there. Roche still alive, but with a minuscule amount of health. So 2 for 2, they do kill Ana and slow down that progression onto this Roche and basically halting it while Ana's dead. So TNC know they might need to fight again, especially once Ana's up. But these fights back and forth, constantly back and forth. Ball lightning with the Infest. They've got the Vortex on the tops, and they need to be careful, but there's that Chaotic offering that Saksha was trying to throw in the previous engagement. They've got the Spear. Armel now dead. That is a huge problem. Good fissure there from Tim's to keep OG away from the rest of the team. However, with that kill on the Storm Spirit, this should secure the Roche and the Aegis in the hands of Ana. And it will. So you take a look at this graph. And it has just been back and forth and back and forth. And OG have not stepped off it. They continue to try and pressure TNC. The Tornado splits the seams of AU as well as Cuckoo, but they've got the EMP as well as the Cold Snap, the Spirit Vessel placed onto this Shadow Demon. They will be able to secure the kill. And while doing so, they're still looking for more. Cuckoo, Spear again. Locks Jerax onto the tree. Doing very well of stopping these charges of Jerax with that. However, with this Aegis in hand, OG feel confident and will continue to pressure the bottom tier 2 in this bottom half of the map. Charge again, not giving up. Although the pressure's coming out, I'm really, really impressed with how TNC has handled it. This game is even because they've done so well. So smoke comes out from OG. Got the Desolator finished off here on Gabby on this Lifestealer. And Midas paying off in dividends as he's got the Armut as well as the Deso. OG will head to the top side of the map. Maybe this time they can get Cuckoo after charging him so many times. The charge into the EMP. Get him out of mana. Put the Spirit Vessel on top of him. Get the kill. And OG move over with that smoke to get themselves just one on the Mars.
You blew it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Armel doing a good job of pushing in this creep wave as OG were over towards top, not allowing them to get that tier 1 tower. So we'll see if TNC set up for anything. They've got the Blink Dagger here as well as a smoke ready on AU. They might want to be aggressive once they've got the Mars back up. They can blink in, Echo Slam, and Infest pop, and that's exactly what they're going to look to do. Mars will finally be up. He'll TP in. They've got the Blink Dagger ready. Ana frontlining. He does have this Aegis, so they want to find the right positioning for TNC. And if they can, they should be able to take this fight pretty easily. But the smoke gets broken, and the Spear misses, so they give up on that immediately. They pop the Infest, and they walk away from the tier 2 tower. So Surge on Ana, catching up to Gabby. Won't go for this one, but the charge will be coming through on Armel, who doesn't have a TP for another 2 seconds. So there's the charge, there's the ulti, locking down Armel. The rest of the team trying to come in, but the ball lightning into the TP out, and Armel able to escape easily. So the smoke doesn't go right for TNC there. They don't lose the tier 2 tower. But ball lightning all the way forward. Don't have the vision there for Thompson out of the range of the Sentry Ward, and OG looking to come over once again. Armel using a lot of mana, will ball lightning back towards his tower. As charging all the way in is Jerax the Tornado, not hitting on anybody. They've got the Spirit Vessel as well as the Cold Snap. OG not fully committing just yet, and as I say that, they want to go all in. They've got Ana moving forward. They'll use the Fissure to stun up too. Ana getting a little bit low. They'll take out AU. They'll look for the charge for a moment, but Jarek stops it immediately. So OG get a kill. They take the tier 2 tower over mid. Still the tier 1, tier 2 standing over towards top. Pointing across the river for quite some time is OG, but the ball lightning with the infest and the silence to quickly rip through Warlock. Now they've got the ulti on the Ana, keeping Thompson out, but he'll EMP. They'll use the Shrine to keep a little bit of mana. They'll pop the Aegis. Let's see if they want to continue on Ana to go for more. The charge across, but the Fissure, it lands on a 3! Cuckoo now cold snapped with the Spirit Vessel, trying to run away. Armel looking for a target. They'll get the kill here onto the Mars. They've got the Electric Vortex, locking in Jerax, but not going to be enough. Meanwhile, Thompson, Ana, Seb setting up onto AU as well as Gabby. Gabby in a little bit of trouble with the blink. Echo Slam, Fissure, still not enough damage as Gabby able to escape. But Jerax, he's trying to lock down Armel, who's low on mana. They've disarmed him with the Deafening Blast. They're continuing forward. He can't ball lightning away, and 2 heroes fall on TNC's side. They take out both the Mars and the Storm. Gabby does escape, eventually with that Lifestealer. But OG starting to mount up quite a lead here, up 5,000 net worth. And this is, you know, TNC trying to do all they can to slow down the push, slow down the pressure of OG, and they've done a good job of that. But OG starting, at least right now, to break away and gain quite a substantial net worth lead. We've just constantly seen OG on the opposite side of the river, playing on their opponent's side of the map, looking for pickoffs, looking to stay aggressive. It feels like it's been 20 minutes of straight OG aggression, as they're going to look for more. Cuckoo gets spotted. Ana blinks forward. He's surged up, and they'll charge Cuckoo. They might be able to get another kill here. The Fissure comes through, as well as the ulti from Jerax, and they lock him in. He can't run away. The Fissure is there, keeping him in place, and they end up getting another pick. No, just trying to farm over top, go for the BKB. He's got Kaya as well as the Orchid, but he's got to farm up and come back maybe soon, as OG were threatening the high ground, but back off for a moment. Got a BKB on Jerax. They've got the Ags ready here on Thompson. Seb's got those Guardian Greaves as well as that pipe. He's going into a Hex. And Ana with the Blink Basher Midas. He's also going into a BKB. And finally, they'll look to take this tier 1 tower top.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
During this time, TNC just trying to farm up. Gabby's still sitting second in the net worth. He's not too far behind this Ursa. He's got himself that Sanj. Looking for a Heaven's Halberd and then into an AC. But the Abyssal Blade will try to be finished as quickly as possible here for Ana and Roche, potentially up in 3 seconds. Let's see. It's going to be a long one. 3 minutes. And with OG controlling, you know, across the river, they should have an easier time going for this Roche eventually when it's up. A lot can happen in 3 minutes, however, so we'll see how TNC are going to try and react. So Armel will try to push out, farm as much as he can. He's still going for that BKB. About halfway through it. This BKB is ready for Ana, who takes out the courier.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Will no longer be able to finish off that Heaven's Albert. They start to posture over top by this tier 2.
Is under attack.
Ana hitting away, but his team waiting by the shrine on the high ground here. And TNC, they want an opening, but they just can't find one. Meanwhile, the charge will come all the way through onto Armel. They will TP to set up for this. They've also got Thompson coming in, and let's see what Armel can do. The ball lightning away, attempting to TP out, but the charge, it hits! Oh no, Armel, he gets caught! Did not ball lightning far enough away. And the charge still connected. Ooh, that's just unfortunate. Coming all the way across, Thompson walks through his opponent's jungle with the charge coming all the way in. And Ana TPing in. And they are able to secure that kill onto the Storm.
Radiant's top
Trying to wonder what TNC can do here, and it comes down to if they're able to defend and then eventually go for that Roche. If they can win a fight right as that Roche comes up and get themselves the Aegis, they're right back in this game. So they'll defend and they'll continue to just farm up where they can, trying to avoid any contact with OG until the time presents itself where they feel ready to go in. And that is this moment right here. And it's close enough to Roche. 20 seconds till Roche is up. They smoke, they infest, they're looking for a fight. Ball lightning all the way over, and that's going to be onto the Warlock. A quick kill there on Asakshka. And but Ana trying to retort. The spear does land. They've locked him up. The charge coming all the way across with the BKB. They've got the wall down as well as the fissure hitting. The tornado comes through, and that's going to hit into the Mars. Ana continuing to move forward. He'll pop his BKB. They've disarmed Gabby. They're continuing to chase. He'll use the rage, but he gets bashed up. There's the ulti coming in from Jerix to get the kill onto the Lifestealer. So they take out at least one. They're looking for more. The charge comes out on a Cuckoo, and Ana will just swipe at him. He'll be vacuumed back, and they lose 2. And that is not what you're looking for if you're TNC. Ball lightning, but with the cold snap, he's still trying to get out of this. Make it all the way onto the high ground. But with those 2 kills, OG, they'll back off and they'll go for the second Aegis. Also take that tier 2 over top, and as I said, it looked like they were going to back off and go for the second Aegis. They do circle it, they think about it. They make me question what I just said, which is always fine. And they'll just go to the high ground. I'm going to put the dagger in right now. Doing some chip damage here onto the tier 3 tower over top. Gabby back up in 8 seconds. This will give them another opportunity to go after this Roche for the side of TNC. They still have everything to play with. They didn't throw the Echo Slime in that last fight. Anything that was used is back off cooldown. Here they go. In a Roche for a moment, but the smoke comes out. Unfortunately, that was under ward vision, so they know that they smoked up right there. In TNC, they need to set up for this one. They also do scan, so know that they're staying, know that they didn't smoke him back off. Thompson will start with the tornado. He's going to be silenced. A lot of damage coming in with the demonic purge being laid out onto this invoker, but they've got the wall placed down. There's the vacuum. They get the kill here onto the Earthshaker, who's unable to throw the Echo Slam again. The BKB is going to be popped by Derek. They'll move forward, trying to get the kill here onto Gabby, who walks out of the Coliseum. That locks in so many heroes, and that is the disengage for TNC. And I think that's a lot better than losing multiple heroes in a fight that just wasn't going your way. They might just need to give up Roche here, but are they willing to do so? Want to re-engage. They just unfortunately can't. And the Aegis will be picked up here by Ana. But the charge, AU, oh god, gets slapped twice by Ana and will get killed. So now they've got to defend against the Aegis here on Ana once again. cheese here on the Thompson. Gotten their Roche objective, and they will look to push and finish off this game. TNC, again, still trying to turtle up and defend where they can. They haven't really had a fight on the high ground just yet. It was a slow push over top from OG. They ended up backing off and going for Roche, but TNC have about 1 or 2 fights left in them before, if they lose both of them, this game will end up being just over. They're down 16,000 net worth. And earlier on, they had done a good job holding off OG, but it was the constant pressure from OG, the constant fighting, and a couple of consecutive lost fights by TNC that ultimately have put them behind like this, and some major pickoffs as well. Armel especially getting caught out a couple times out in lane pretty far across the river. TP Ball Lightning with the Infest. They're happy to kill off Warlock once again. However, Thompson, he's set. The charge comes out on Armel. We were talking about this, how he's been caught out a couple of times. The cold snaps on him. He'll try to Ball Lightning away, but is that just into the hands of another hero of OG? It is! It's in the hands of Ana! Come give him a bear hug! Armel, he gets caught out again. Too far away from the base, over across the river. And ultimately died on his side of the river, but it all originated on OG's end, and now they're looking for more. TNC going to be forced to defend for 45 seconds without the Storm. That's Ana high grounds and front lines for the side of OG, but the charge comes out from Jerax. That's going to land on a Cuckoo. The BKB is going to be popped, as well as the wall placed down. The Fissure comes through onto a couple. Jerax hitting away. They have the Spirit Vessel onto the Mars. Disruption to slow down Ana from moving in onto this TNC heroes. Gabby hitting away at Jerax. It's just not going to be enough. The charge attempt out. They've got the Abyssal Blade. That hits on a Gabby. The Chaotic Offering is going to follow it up. They need an Echo Slam. It's on the back lines, but again, it just does not feel effective enough for TNC, and they will lose this Earthshaker down for 70 seconds. They've lost the tier 3. They're losing hope here. And OG are just crumbling these buildings in the TNC base. They move forward. The Bash is coming in. Gabby getting low. The Jerax charge forward, as well as Armel trying to come in with the Electric Vortex, as well as the BKB. The Vacuum's going to pull in 2 of these heroes. Ana getting low, but eventually you have his Aegis popped. He'll be coming in with a second life. Jerax will buy back. He'll be able to charge in. It's quite a speed back into this fight, so it should be 5 again for OG. Will form up over bottom and maybe look to engage once again, but Armel with the Electric Vortex, that comes through. Getting low is Ana once again. They've got the Spear. They'll get the kill. He's dead for 95, and now let's see if OG want to disengage. They've got the Fatal Bonds on a couple of these heroes. Thompson getting low. The Upheaval is there. Thompson eats the cheese, stays alive, gets the Tornado out on the Cuckoo, and Armel needs to be careful. Sunstrike at the spot he used to stand, but Ball Lightning away from. AU ends up going down. He's dead for 70 seconds. The charge comes out on a Gabby. They've got the Cold Snap on a Cuckoo, and now he's been speared to the tower. But disarmed and trying to run is OG. They deafening blast both the Lifestealer as well as the Mars, and they will get out of this one. They were with Ana for 30 seconds in that fight, and TNC didn't come away with anything more. TNC just not finding anything. 4v5 there. Thompson almost going down, finally eats the cheese. Tornadoes to even stay alive. I mean, that landed on Cuckoo. That could have been potentially dangerous there for Thompson had he not landed that on a couple.
Dire structures are fortified.
Finally, TNC, they'll go for the tier 1 over mid. The Glyph comes out. They are setting up. Got Jerax nearby.
Tower has fallen.
Might even look to charge on this one, but they've got the Sentry Ward. They need to be careful. There's the Ball Lightning as well as the Electric Vortex. The Fissure comes out. That's going to stun up Thompson, so he's unable to save the life of Jerax, and now they'll go after the Warlock, who continue to chase. They've got Dust just in case the Invoker was under their noses. And they get themselves a second double kill here for Armel. So OG still holding on to a 17,000 net worth lead. TNC have lost their mid-tier 3 instead of Rax. They did defend the tier 3 over bottom. They were able to take out Ana, who was going in with basically no regard for his own life and ended up losing it twice. But they did take him out, and there was some hope there when he did not have buyback for 95. Let's take a look at buybacks, and only Seb and Armel have them. So, again, if you could catch OG without some buybacks, you can make some damage here on a couple of towers and maybe start to pull the game back. And as I say that, the ball lining over, they'll look for the Warlock. They've got the Shrine nearby, but they've got the Abyssal Blade coming in from Ana, as well as the Vacuum Wall coming out, as well as the Chaotic Offering! They'll take out Armel and AU immediately. The Coliseum gets dropped. The Echo Slam on the backlines. Tims gets shredded by Ana, who gets the triple kill. Gabby with a double, but he'll fall anyway. 4 heroes dead on the side of TNC. But they take out Thompson, and they take out the Warlock once again. However, 4 kills there for OG. Not exactly a victory there for TNC. And without Thompson for 85 seconds, but Ana and Seb will put the pressure on with 4 heroes down here, looking to force some buybacks, and they will. They get the buyback coming out from Gabby. The Glyph comes through as well. Armel's got buyback, but he's dead for 40 more seconds. We'll see if he commits to it. Blink. Abyssal. Gabby just bought back. OG pressuring. They did get what they came for. They got a buyback, and that's big. You kill Gabby, he's going to be gone for a while and most likely gone for the game.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
And while they're waiting for Thompson to come back up, they'll pressure these shrines, but ultimately back off and make sure that they don't lose anything, as they want to be back as 5 and look to fight and finish the game. However, will they even need this Invoker? The charge comes out on 2. The Abyssal Blade. How are you, AU? Ana gets a quick little kill. The wall placed down once again. There's the Vacuum. Cuckoo getting low. They've got the fissure that's going to land onto a couple, but it won't keep Cuckoo alive. They'll look after Gabby as the rage runs out. The surge onto this Ana Ursa. He tried to move forward and get a kill, but was unable to catch up. So even without the Invoker, they're able to take a successful fight, taking out the Mars as well as the Shadow Demon, both dead without buyback. And the pressure comes down on the tier 4s and Rax. Is this going to be an attempt to wrap all the way out and around? It might be. Ball lightning over. Thompson locked down for quite some time. They'll get a quick kill here onto the Invoker. The BKB is going to be popped here by Armel, but they've got the ulti coming out onto Tims. They'll grab him, and now Ball Lightning needing to get out of this one as they lose this Earthshaker. And the bottom tier 3 is next. They took at the top and mid set of Rax in tier 3s. They've taken to the bottom tier 3 looking for Megas. Thompson bought back, and OG here is 5. A lot of damage being done here to Ana. He's got the Lotus Orb on him. The Echo Slam's going to be placed down. They'll get the kill on Ana. He's going to be dead for 100. He doesn't have buyback. The BKB is going to be popped by Jerax. Gabby moving out, looking over at the Spirit Breaker, who tries to make his way out of this one, but the Chaotic Offering is going to be popped on the backlines. They've also got the Fatal Bonds. They'll get the kill here on the Tims, who just bought back. They'll look over. Jerax charging for more. AU low. Couple more shots with the Golem, and Jerax not going to be enough just yet, but the ball landing all the way over, looking for the Warlock. Gets the kill. Now maybe needs to get out of this one. Pops the Lincolns against the Electric Vortex. Wall is placed down by Seb. Thompson taking a lot of damage, and he bought back. He's dead for over 100. They'll look for Jerax. He'll try to charge out, but there's the disruption. They lock him down. Can they get the kill? Low on mana is this Storm Spirit. Meanwhile, they've dropped the Coliseum. They've got themselves the Spear. Seb in a lot of trouble. He is gone. 4 heroes dead on the side of OG. TNC pulling in from the depths of defeat. surviving for a little bit longer. TNC on the brink. Pull it back, and they kill Thompson. He bought back previously, and he is dead for 70 more seconds. And Roche is up. It's a refresher shard, not the Ag-Synth. OG have been sitting at about this 19,000 net worth lead for a while now. Capping at about 25,000. But TNC, they're holding on. They're over by the Roche pit. Iveco saw him back in 30, and Thompson's not up for 30. So will OG be able to even contest this? They'll buy back on Seb, so here we go. With that buyback, TNC are immediately out. Now you gotta see Armel, he's level 25. He's got the auto remnant when he's ball lightning in these fights. That's gonna disrupt OG, do that much more damage. He's going for an axe, so he's going for the blue hole with the electric vortex upgrade.
What surge is this?
So if he's able to pick up that Ags, and we see the ultimate vortex, it would be pretty interesting, as they are pushing out these waves, keeping their base safe for now, as they are trying to posture over by Roche. OG's here as well. Back is 5. They'll smoke up. And this could be the fight that decides it all. OG setting up. Cuckoo leading the front lines. Maybe trying to find somebody out. They go after an illusion, which is unfortunate. Jarek's moving forward. The BKB's going to be popped. They've got the Hex as well as the wall. The figure comes through. That's going to lock on Seb, but they've got themselves the Abyssal Blade, and now the offense is going to be popped because they get the kill onto Armel. Meanwhile, on the backlines, Cuckoo gets the Coliseum down. Around 3 of these heroes, but they get the kill on AU, so he's going to be dead. 2 heroes gone. They'll buy back. They'll take out Cuckoo. He's gone too. He'll also buy back. So all 3 heroes that are gone have bought back. It's still a 5v5, but OG feeling very confident to continue moving forward. And the ball lightning back. They need to continue as Anna kills off AU so quickly. The chaotic offering gets dropped down with the meteor. Cuckoo's going to die as well. They both just bought back. Jarek's chasing into the base, but won't go into the well, as these 3 heroes on the side of TNC have been corralled up. And OG still looking to finish. You're 100 seconds without the Mars or the Shadow Demon. Just the bottom set of racks lasting. And this could be what ends it all. Armel hit with the Cold Snap. He'll immediately pop the BKB. He'll look over at the Warlock, who already dropped his kid. But the Golem hitting away at these racks. Meanwhile, Jarek's spotted Nullifier comes in, but the Abyssal Blade keeps him alive. It'll lock in Gabby, who will finally disarm Anna. Armel needs to get out of here, but the Ice Wall placed down. Jarek's actually hits him back into his wall. They get the kill on a Gabby, and GG is called. OG, 47 minutes in, finally take game 1. So OG, a long fought back and forth battle, and a while having a significant lead. You know, they have this 10k plus net worth lead for quite some time. And ultimately they do finally break in, they break forward and win game 1. TNC holding on for a long time, but never really finding their footing to turn it back around and start to take advantage. They had done well mitigating the aggression that came in the mid game of OG, but once they started to get up behind by, that 10,000 mark, it just seemed like every fight was going the way of OG as they poked and prodded, and there were a couple times where TNC just found themselves